Hi guys, so I am back with another project that I just completed. I hope that the lighting is okay and this angle is okay. But anyway, I just completed a Raggedy Ann and Andy book, and it is a soft cover journal, one signature, and this is what it looks like. I've used a book that I tore apart, and it is the Raggedy Andy's Treasure Hunt. It's a vintage book, and I just took it apart. I didn't use the cover, but it's super cute. It's vintage. I put every single page in the book, and then I used some digitals that I purchased in a couple of Etsy shops, and the links will be in the description box below if you're interested. This one being one of them. I just blew it up to use it as a front cover. So in the front I just did a collaging with some fabric and added some buttons and some lace and a little collaging on the top. For the spine I just ruffled some of the same fabric that I used here and attached it to the spine, and then I have a removable lace tassel with some lace and ribbons, so that just hanging out with a little bow pin. You can remove it if you don't want it, because the spine is just decorated anyway. And then the back, I found this fabric at the Goodwill, and it is a Raggedy Ann and Andy fabric. It is super cute, and that's what the journal is covered with, inside and out. I have metal corners on, let me just make sure I'm in frame, metal corners on all four corners. And then for the tie, and I stitched all around the cover and all around the collaging as well. For the tie I just used the same fabric. I ran it in the inside and stitched it. It's the same fabric as I used for the cover. And let's go inside. So for the inside I have a fabric pocket with some lace, and here I have the story of Raggedy Ann and Andy and how it came about, and I just thought it was interesting, and I just added that in there, and like the first sketch of Raggedy Ann. So you have that there for a little read. And that just goes in that pocket. And then, of course, my note from the bookmaker. Here I have a pocket that I stitched on. Well, I stitched the pocket and then I glued it onto the page. And then these are the printables from Etsy that I found. Little postcard and then the little tag, and everything has been backed onto coffee dyed paper and stitched on, so that goes in there. And then these also are from Etsy, so I'll be sure I link everything down below. Some vintage paper, and then I have some, the laces have been stitched onto the pages. I have a little collaging with buttons and lace and fabric, and this is a little flip. And then another postcard with some lace at the bottom. And then here's a story where the story begins, and the storyline is intact. Here you have a fabric tip-in with some lace down here and lace on the top. And then here is the first page, and the copyright is in the Roman numerals I can never read. So maybe you know how to read it. This is some children's music, and I just thought they were so cute because I like the images on the music paper. Look at how cute. So I added that. I had some vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy coloring pages, so I added those. Some doily, and I distressed the doily. I have a little Raggedy Ann and Andy pocket, and then I added some leftover coffee dye paper. I added that there with some ribbon that I stitched on, and then this is a little mason jar, and it's just distressed in the back. And then more of the story, some coffee dye paper, and then all the tabs are fabric and they have been stitched onto the pages. More of the story. Here is a little collaging I did with some applique flower, and this flips up and down. More of the coloring book. And then this is a fern letter. You guys have seen this plenty of times in my channel. This opens up to a full sheet. And then I have a little pocket here with some pom-pom trims at the bottom, and it just holds these little vintage playing cards, and that's Raggedy Ann and Andy. I had these in my shop. And then these are the open face envelopes. I don't know if I still have some of these in my shop, but I did, and it just has a little card in there. I won't take it, and then I just put some fabric here because it's sticky, and you know, from the peel off from the envelope. So you have Raggedy Ann just peeking through the window. Another doily. Another little pocket here, and then you have another postcard. And another mason jar. You could journal in the back. You can definitely add more stuff in there. There's a little bag in there. Another little tag. And then the mason jar has some fabric down here. Another fabric pocket with some lace. And you have another postcard here with Andy. And a mason jar. More of the coloring book, and then more music. And here you have another postcard, and I just sewed some lace there. And look at the page, so cute. And then this is another collage on another little flip. Here I stitched a little pocket, added some lace, and it holds this little tiny card. And then here you have another mason jar, and it has a little tag. Goes in there, and this opens up for extra journaling. And then in the middle of the signature you have an envelope that you can put some stuff in, and I just made a little fabric ribbon and added some buttons. And then in the back of the envelope you have another tuck. Here you have another postcard. And another little collage here with a flip and a button. Added a little button there and collaging. I'll show you. Here is another pocket, and I just added some lace down here and some buttons, and then 2 more cards. And look at that, so cute. That's the music paper. More of the coloring book. Here's another fabric tippin and a fabric tab. And then in the back of the glassine bag, I did a double pocket. I'll take everything out so you can see. It's a double pocket here. And then I just added some mason jars and a postcard. And another postcard. And another little mason jar. And then the glassine bag is empty. Here is another fern letter, and this is parchment paper. The fern letters are parchment paper, so they're really nice quality paper for you to journal on. And then here you have two more vintage playing cards. And this has some little pom-pom trims at the bottom. And here's the other side of the envelope. And you have Raggedy Ann hanging upside down. And then you have another flip up and flip down here with another little collaging there. And a little fabric tab. Here's another fabric pocket, and I just put a little mason jar in there. This has some trim here, and then this opens this way. More of the coloring book with Andy. And then you got Raggedy Ann over here. And then here you have a little collaging here again, and another flip. And then you have another postcard. More of the storybook. Another little mason jar with a tag. And then this opens up again. More tracing paper. And then there's the story again. This is a side tuck, and I just have that there. This was an extra. I was using these as little pockets and stuff, so I just added that in there so you know this is a tuck. But it's not backed onto nothing, but it is stitched. You can use it to create another pocket if you want to. Another little fabric tab. And here is Andy on the wooden horse. More of the vintage music. More of the storybook. And another fabric pocket here with some lace. And another little mason jar. And here is Raggedy Ann. And that is the end of the story. And here I tried a Kristen pocket. She is from Rock Paper Treasures. And I mean, I kind of failed a little bit. But that was my first try. So I just took some pieces of leftover fabrics. And I did a stamping here. And I just stitched it all onto a index card. And made a little pocket. So that is my attempt at a Kristen pocket. And if you don't know who she is, which I'm sure everybody does, she is from Rock Paper Treasure. So thank you, Kristen. She has a tutorial on this. So that is my attempt at that. But I thought it was appropriate because of Raggedy Ann, you know, Raggedy. She's like a rag doll. So I thought a quilted pocket would look good. And then you have that. And then another little tag in there. And then here we get to the back. You have another fabric pocket and another fern letter. And that is the end of the Raggedy Ann and Andy journal. And this is up for sale in my Etsy if you are interested. So I hope you like it. All the links for the shops that I use for, you know, the mason jars and the papers and everything is going to be in the description box below. So yeah, that is Raggedy Ann and Andy. And let me show you the other one. I have a Precious Moments journal, and this one is a hardcover. Beautiful hardcover, and this I found this at an estate sale, and it has all kinds of precious moments. I've been collecting all kinds of precious moment items, and I had ordered these from eBay, and I had ordered, oopsie, I got these from my friend Aaliyah, so thank you, Aaliyah. Oops. Thank you, Aaliyah. When I got these were the ones who inspired me to make a Precious Moment journal, because I love precious moments. And then I started ordering stuff. I ordered this. So I ordered a lot of things. These are postcards, and they're nice and heavy postcards. You can actually use them. And these are from 1990. And then what else did I order? Oh, I ordered these, which are super cute. And these are in the journal as well. These little cards. And they're little different cards with the envelopes. So I started ordering all kinds of things. And then the book that I used, I had a set, and I sold all of them, but I kept this one because I wanted to take it apart and use some of the images, and that is what I did. So let's get right into it. So for the front cover, I used this image, and I used German glitter glass, or glass glitter, on the sun and on her little bows. And then I glossy accented the crayons in her pocket and on the floor. And then I stitched all around the image, and I added some lace. And on the little flowers, I added some buttons. So I will show you. That is what that looks like. And then for the spine, I just added some flowers, fabric flowers or appliques. And then I had this little tassel that I made with laces and ribbons, and it's just hanging from a silver bow pin. You can remove it if you want to. And then it has silver corners and silver grommets or eyelets that's the closure. And it is covered in fabric inside and out. Beautiful, like gingham like fabric. It's like pastels. So that is the front of the journal. So it has two signatures. It's 6x9, and I can't remember the page count, but it is on my Etsy listing. So let's get right in. So the inside looks like this, and it has a lace pocket, and then you have a tag. This tag is the only one that's not backed, but I did stitch around because I had intentions of using this as a pocket, you know, like a corner pocket, but I didn't. So you could use this as a bookmark. So that goes there, and then I have this gorgeous, everything else is backed onto coffee dyed paper, and then I stitched lots of stitching, this gorgeous little lace, and then a note from the bookmaker. So that goes in that pocket. And then we go here, and then all the laces are white and light, like a baby pink. I hope you guys can see this. And then you have some fabric pockets and some trim. And in this pocket you have that image, and then you have one of the cards that Aaliyah sent me. Thank you, Aaliyah. And you can actually color this if you want to. And that goes in there. Let's leave the image to the top. Some lined paper and tracing paper, some vintage music writing paper. This is more images. And then in each of the bags you have from that book that I showed you, just like an index card, and you can actually journal in these. And then I added some of the pages that are really good for journaling. And look at the images, they're so sweet. So you have a bunch of those, and then you have another journaling card with some lace on the edge. So that is in there. And then here you have a little envelope with some trim, and inside of it you have another little card. And the colors are very pastel. You could journal in the back, so the lighting doesn't help, but it's adorable. And that goes right in the envelope. And then in the back you have a vintage playing card. Here you have a little fabric pocket and another little card. And then this opens up. Little doily, pages. This is parchment paper. And then here you have a little collage that I made with some applique flowers, and that's a little flip. And then here you have another image with some lace at the bottom. And I use the same vintage music pages. Some vintage phone paper, you know, where you used to write the phone numbers. And then here you have some fabric sewn tabs. Oh my god, I can't find my words today. Here you have a fabric tippin with some lace here and some lace up top. And then here you have a little tuck. And then this opens up, and you have another little envelope here with another little card. And this is a flip up and flip down, little bow there, and another vintage playing card. And then you have lace here, and this holds this card with some lace on top. Let me try to go a little faster, guys. Another little fabric pocket and another little card. And some lace there. I had so much fun making these. And then another collage here with a flip. and another fabric tab here. So if you are a Precious Moments fan like I am, you will love this journal. And then you have another index that you can journal on with some pages. And I added one of my postcards here. Another fabric pocket. Like I said, lots of sewing. Some more little tags that I stitched around. A is for aunt. Look at that little ant back there. And look at that, so cute. Can't. Another fabric pocket, and here you have another little card. Goes in there. Parchment paper, tracing paper, another little fabric tab, and then you have another little envelope here with another little different card. A little lace here, and then another vintage playing card. And I think I still have those in my shop, or some. And then you have more. Let's keep in touch postcard. And this is from 1990. This is 1981. And then a bunch of those little pages. So that goes in there. So lots of pages for journaling. Another fabric pocket here with another card. And then here you have another collage with a flip. And here you have another little and then vintage music. It's so funny. They were so funny. I just had to put them in. Look at that guy. Oh my god. It's so cute. Another little pocket here. And of course you can move things around however you wish. Another playing card. And then this flips up and down. And this flips up and down. Another little, these are the little Rita Donnelly flips. Maybe a little bee on his nose. Here you have another little pocket with another little card. And here you have more, another little journaling card with some lace here that I stitched onto it. And then another one of the index cards. And a bunch of these little pages from my book. And here is another fabric tip-in. Another fabric pocket with 2 more little tags. A little fabric tag there. And here you have another little card. And this opens up and you have another little card here. And then you get to the back and I have another big lace pocket, and I included 2 more of my postcards. And that is the end of this book. I hope you guys like it. This is also listed on my Etsy shop, or in my Etsy shop. So these 2 were so much fun to make. I really loved it. I hope you guys like it too. So I wanted to say that I would like to ship this in a medium flat rate box, this one, because I would like to send whoever purchases it, I would like to send this with it. And the only way I can do it is in a medium flat rate box. So I am going to put the listing for a medium flat rate box, which is I think $10 and change. But I have these, and I think that even for a Christmas present, if you're going to give it for a Christmas present, it would be so nice. So look at that. Isn't that just cute? And I found these at an estate sale. So you have the little and this is 1993 Precious Moment collection. So you have that, and then I found, I'll show you real quick. I found this at an estate sale, and the only way I can ship it is in a medium flat rate box. Now, if you purchase it and you don't want this, these extra 2 things, then message me and I will refund. I'll send just the book in a media mail, and I'll refund you the extra shipping. But send me a message and say, hey, I don't want the 2 items, so send it media mail for me, and I will gladly, refund you the money for the. But look at how cute this bell is. So I thought that this would be, it's a bell, and you have your chain in there and your little bell. So I thought that this would be a cute little set. 2011. And I found these at an estate sale, and I thought that it would be so cute as a set. So let me know what you think. I'm going to list it as in, like a medium flat rate box, and I will package it up real good and mail it out. Like I said, if you purchase it and you don't want it, you don't want these 2 items, then let me know and I will refund you the difference. I will refund you your shipping. Alright, I hope I explained that good. If you have any questions, just message me. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.